Our Father in heaven, be thy name, thy kingdom come. Lord, to go into the life that Jesus asked to be with each one of us, Lord. Bring persons, Lord Jesus, who will come and understand and share, not to just criticize. Lord, I look forward to your glory and your mercies. Those who are always coming. Bless us and keep us safe in the chat, even on forevermore. At the end of it all, may they also be happy themselves that they have contributed. Amen. Amen. Yeah, this is a happy day. Today is Thursday, and I'm so happy we are nearing the end of the week. Can't imagine? Can you imagine? The week just started, and the month has just started, and today is the 11th month. Soon to be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then it's all gone. What are you doing? Are you using up your time progressively? Or don't tell me that you're wasting your time. That would not be nice at all. Every day we have to give an account for the time. So let us, whatever we do, use up our time wisely. There are many things we can do that can help us to gain something from a day's chores, right? Many things we can do, but we have to think about it. Give it some serious thought, right? And today, Thursday, September 11th, I'm happy to be here another time, another time. And I have done so much today, but I'm not boasting. I'm still thankful for what I was able to do. And I know there are persons out there who would have done much more than I did. So I said, why not come on and do something more? Because we need to encourage each other, right? And I'm happy to be on. I do hope the internet will last. But we know many a times, as soon as we start, the internet gives problems or something may just go wrong. So I'm hoping that we will have a wonderful evening. And as I see, persons look at they're checking out the topic. Feel free. If persons come with another topic, I can put off mine and you do it another time. Because we always like to share. And I also Nestle JR, how are you? Hey, welcome to the live. You're number one. You are number one. You are a very special person this evening. Imagine. How are you doing? How are you, Nestle? Nesler. Let me just say, JR. How are you doing? This is not your first time here. Is this your first time here? Is this your first time here, JR? I don't think so. This name looks quite familiar. But maybe names are so familiar these days. But I'm happy to see you. It's your first time. Okay. Because I'm trying to look at the name because so many persons have passed through. So many. So I'm hoping that you will come again another time. Right? So how was your day today? How was your day today, JR? Did you have a great day today? Did you have a great day? Wow, it was good. What makes your day so good? What makes your day so good? What makes it so good? All that you had planned for the day came true. Everything worked out well in your favor. Everything went well. Well, if it's a good day, give thanks because you could have had a bad day. Somebody could have disturbed you or get you unhappy and you blow your tops. But you had a good day, which means that nobody had caused you to become angry here. Nobody. And so your day went very well. And now you're looking forward to the weekend, right? Do you have any plans for the weekend on going out? Are you just going to have a very easy weekend? Sometimes our weekends not that busy, but we are still happy to go through the weekend. And I'm happy that you stopped by. And JR, are you a student? Are you a student? Soft. SO, should I say soft or SOF? I don't want to say it. Yes, I am a follower of Christ. Yes. but I don't discuss religion and politics here. But I say as much as that. Are you a follower of Christ too? SOF. Are you a follower of Christ too? You can thumbs up the live, guys, and come on in. Juba Bruce Love. Hello, Juba. How are you? Okay, happy to see you, Juba. Juba, did you look at my community post, Juba? I post you, you know. Didn't go there? I posted you. I'm new to the postings. When I came to the meeting Tuesday evening, I call it a meeting, the chat. And as the person was explaining, I said, I'm not somebody who's so artistic. So I always write. Yes, sir. We are both believers of Christ. I'm happy. I always type into the chat. So I got a little help and I'm not finished. So I was able to put in 3 persons and you were one of them. And I wanted to say it when I was on your live this evening, but I would not. I didn't want to come out with, I wanted you to look at it. And even though it seems as if you have not gone there. So are you going to share me on, wow, you're happy for me, right? Yes, I thought of you because you were one of those persons whose live I've been on and got quite a few. When I didn't know where to turn, I happened to come on your live. Yes, I can pray for your grandpa. I don't, I don't really do it on live, but you see, he has to pray for himself. Does your grandpa believe in God? Whoever he has as his God, he has to take time out and have a relationship and talk to him. You understand? SOF. Tell him and tell him not to be afraid. Is he well? Is he well? Okay, that's nice. So tell him that I say, even when I pray for him, which I'm not a pastor, I don't go about. Well, he's in the hospital, so that means that he's not very well then. I am not a pastor or preacher. I don't go around praying for people. But what I do in my life, I encourage people to have a relationship with their God. So you asked me if I'm a follower of Christ. I said yes, which I am. So we have to have each person have to have a relationship. So whether or not you're happy or you're sad, you can go to him and tell him all your sorrows. Tell him all your happiness. Happy to see you, Zonas. Happy to see you, Zonas. I need to do some things too, Hype, 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 hype. So don't be discouraged. Tell your grandpa that he has to also have a relationship with God, with Christ, and tell him all his troubles, tell him all his happiness, tell him all his sadness. Because each person has to go to God for himself. Even when we pray, we pray one for the other. Each person have to have a relationship with God. Do you understand? Yeah. So Juba, yeah, that's what I did. So would you post me on your page? Or is on your community page, or is it that it's too full? You wouldn't post, because I am just wondering, I'm going around wanting to put up people on my community post, and at the end of the day, nobody put me up to get any recognition. And I'm coming to Zona too. I want to put up Zona. I want to add Joanna. What do you think? Leave Joanna or put Zonas? I'm going to get help to put them on my community page. But I want in return you guys do the same for me too. Don't have me alone putting up and then you don't have anything put up for me. You think that's fair? Am I being fair? What do you say, Zonas and Juba? I'm going to put up about 3 or 4 more tomorrow. I was going to do it this evening, but the time ran out. If I was to do it, I would be late in coming on the live. And I didn't want to come on late tonight. What do you say, Zonas? I'm going to put you on mine. So are you going to put me on yours? Or should I put Joanna? You want me to put Joanna road trip? I'm not getting a response. No, what I'm saying, um, I'm going to put some. Okay, I've started putting some persons on my community post, in my community post, right? So I'm thinking, I started it yesterday. So I want to put up a few more by tomorrow. But I'm just saying to you now that I'm wondering if I should use Zonas or use Joanna Road Trip. Which would you prefer? Or you want me to just do anyone? Yes. Put up the second channel, right? Let me make a note. Yeah, I'm going to put the second. All right. And I'm making a note, because I don't want to do things otherwise. So I'm going to put up you guys. So you guys going to put me up too. So let me put. So you say you prefer me put you prefer I put Joanna, Road Trip, or Zonas. Which one you prefer me put? Put Joanna. I put up Juba, yes. No, which one should I put up? Put up Joanna or put up Zonas? Okay, I was thinking of Joanna too. Joanna Road. All right, I put up Juba one yesterday. Now I was saying that when I just came on, never know where to turn to. I went to, I don't want to say it was an accident. God led me to Juba's channel. And Juba, many persons have passed through your channel, because it was there I came and I met Blessed Life, I met Evangelist Melvina, a lot of persons, LC, I don't know if they remember, quite a number of Charity Munia from Africa, um, Jerry. Yes, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. So you can put up a video so people can see. And they can find me or whatever. You know what to do, because I'm new to the whole thing. I am so new, because I normally go in my community post and would type, today is Labor Day, and talk what it is. Or say, Happy Father's Day, things like that. Juba, don't laugh at me. I am not so exposed as you. In terms of this, Gemini 4. Wow, you're from Indonesia. Happy to see you, Gemini 4. What in the world are you doing so far away? You're so far away. You're having, what time of day are you having there now? What time of day? That must be in the morning. So, yes, Juba. So, I always watch you, Juba. And I will come more often. And every time I come, I get some good people there. And until today, I have them. Some, maybe one or two may gone, but I've met quite a number of good persons have come through your channel. And because of that, I said, I cannot leave out Juba. So I put it on my channel because, and then Zana's had been so good to me too. Zana is my member. She's an official channel member, and she sees that I'm trying. Right? And Zana's never leave me there. And you, Juba, never leave me there. You always come and check me out. You always come and check. And I respect people who do those things to me. I have to look out. I may not have it. I don't have a big crowd, a big follow, because I didn't know I was supposed to put in those things in my community post until I heard from them, the person Tuesday night. So yesterday I said I couldn't even understand where or what she was really talking about. So when I communicated with her again and she explained, I said to myself, my God, because my shares are the lowest. Everything else look okay, but the shares, because nobody knows much about me. So I said I was going to put my video on my share, and then I said, no, let me put other persons and then have them put me on theirs too. You understand? So I must say that I was wondering if I should ask permission, because not many people like to do these things. They want their privacy. But I said to myself, there is no privacy, but I would still ask. But Juba, I didn't ask you. I did it. And Zonas, I said, let me ask Zonas. I don't know if Zonas is a person who may get upset that I'm doing it. So I said, I'm going to tell her. And if she's upset, I will apologize. Right, Zonas? And I think it's a good thing. It's a good way of advertising, because there's not many people would come and look at your posts and see people from somewhere else, and they would not have seen them, because I think it's a very helpful thing. It's very helpful. And Zonas, you have created an awareness in me too, in putting out so much energy. I came to your lives, and what I'm trying to do, Zonas, don't be upset with me. I am not able to reach all your lives, right? As much as I would want to. So, you know what I try to do? I hope you realize it, Jonas. The thing is that you're moving. Um, I don't want know what is it sticks. It's sticking. Okay. Mm-hmm. So when I'm not able, because it's difficult to reach everybody's life. Sometimes the time work out well, and then it's not wise to be running in and out of the life, because we know what it does to the life, right? So I found myself, Juba, and I will have to do it to you too. When I'm not able to come, watch a video or watch a live, run it on my phone, so I won't feel so guilty. When I say, oh, many 2 weeks or more, I have not been able to come to Juba or go to Zonas. It doesn't look good. That's a poor excuse. So I'm unable to come. I should be able to say, okay, watch a video. You understand? Watch something so the person can feel, don't feel too bad. Because honestly, sometimes you don't know where your hand is from your head when you're so busy sometimes. And when you go to bed to sleep, you wake up in the night with the thought that, oh, I've not gone over to give any support, to Juba or to Zonas or whoever the case may be in a while, you know. And then some people, you do a little video for them, they don't respond, you don't know if they appreciate it, you don't know. So you end up just check off. But that's me. If I'm unable to go, because I know it's not easy for me to be on every live every time, because I have, to do too, and we all have to do too. Wow, who is this person? It has to be. Do I say, okay, that's the way how it's going. You have to just take good time. Good time. Not every time you're gonna get this chance to come. So you have to just 2 weeks to a new half of the time. Right, that's true. That is so true. That is fair. And when you're unable to go to give support, I think person should even watch a little live or a little video or something, even a little shots to show that you remember the person. But some people go, they don't even want to touch your thumbs up when they come, and some you send video to them, you watch for them to see what is happening. They don't respond. You don't know if they're watching, if they appreciate. You don't know what to do, so you just end up silent, which it shouldn't be. But we don't know on their end what it is like. Because I've watched videos of person, they don't even tell me thanks. They just let me say, God, you see, I'm doing something and I'm not going after anybody. But I know I can. I have so many subscribers, and I know I won't be able to go on all of them lives if they do have a live. But I say, let me go and watch a little video, you know, and that will help the person, no matter how small. And Juba, you're as simple as you take it, you're a great motivator in your own right. Yeah, great. And I listened this evening. It was solid, 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 solid. And I'm saying that it was good. I stayed until everything was finished. Although sometimes, they cutting out with the phone, but I stayed. And it was very good. And it's good when we can go back and check up on each other. You know. So you are gone through. So if you check my community post, you'll see. Is that I'm chatting too much, but I want somebody to advertise me to on their community post. It's only fair. So I'm going to be begging. I don't know if anybody will think about it because if it was not mentioned Tuesday night, when the person had said it, how important it is, I would never have known. I would just be going with the wind, going with the wind. But after she said it, yeah, and after she said, you see, that's how we learn. Sometimes some of us go to church. Let me say church, and the pastor preach, and we say, "Amen." And we get up your hand and everything, and by we reach home, we don't remember what the pastor said. Nothing at all didn't stick, just gone. So you don't. When you go home, you don't know how to live with your neighbor. You don't know how to show kindness to anybody because you don't. Everything gone. Everything gone. Sometimes people in church they chat a lot, so they don't hear. He bounce up and gone. And some hear something, but they don't understand. They didn't go back and try to get clarification. They just leave it. hmm So I must say, I am very happy, Brother Juba, right? I have to say that. Tonight, however, I don't really wait for crowd because I don't have a crowd. And I always encourage person, as they say, yeah, Joanna road trip. Yes, I have it. Right? And yes, I know. So, I was trying to get through to you. Juba, don't laugh at me. Yes, Juba, you're a wonderful person. Brother Juba. Wonderful person. You don't know. Somebody comes and listen to you. Talking someone on here. I don't know. Yeah, Brother Juba is here. Right. I'm going to put Joanna road trip. Right? Yeah, so I was my topic for discussion that I had written down was how that will be right after now. About helping the less fortunate. How do you help the less fortunate? Something like that I have. You see it on that side. How do we go about helping the less fortunate? What are some of the things that we can do to help people who are in need? And that's some of the things to help people who are in need. I say, okay, are you get your double? Are you get your double H? Yes, so far, yes. And I said double H. Sometimes people use some terms. Do you mean watch hours? I am practically monetized now, but I'm not yet received my first pay yet. I don't know what it's gonna look like. So I just try to put it one side of my brain. hmm I've done everything and I got the pin and everything already. So I'm just waiting to see. I don't know if there's another level. If I am to reach, do after you pass the 4,000, do I need to go another 1,000, 4,000? Come on, tell me, guys, because I don't understand Juba say, let me get me double H. Juba or Joanna, can you answer that question? After you reach your 4,000, what next? What's the next step? After you become monetized and everything. Because I monetize now, but after you get monetized and everything, what's the next step that you have to work for? I understand you have to work for the threshold. How long you have to work for the threshold? What is it? because I need to go spend God's chat. How you doing? How you doing? Because I know you're not so 100, that's I think about you up to today. But you see, me me can't bother you because me want you to relax. And I remember you say you were going to do some things at a place. So I say, boy, me can't confuse her head. Me can't change bother me bad. Have you checked my community post, sister? God's child? Huh? Yes, so I sometimes I don't understand when people are talking. So sometimes I don't really want to open it on my live. I like to do one on one, because when you're not familiar, when I'm not familiar with something, I always like to have a one on one relationship where I can talk to somebody, but at the same time I don't want them make me look like a fool, you know. I like to share. The next step is to meet your threshold every month. Not every month you will get it. It all depends on how people watch your videos. Thank you very much. Okay, you have to put in the work and find the content. Yeah, thank you, Juba. So, and then, so people, watch the, me not see where, me not know. Me not see, me not want to say, me not know. Me just kind of lost because, when people click in and out, it doesn't make sense. Yes, right. Like, you mean like when on the live or watching the video? Yeah, when they click in and out of the live, it don't make sense. So that's why sometimes me prefer me and God and two or three. As the Bible says, two or three are gathered in His name, He'll be there. Because sometimes some people come, yes, it's good to have the numbers going up, but the way they run in and out so many times, I realize it doesn't make sense. And I'm told it doesn't make sense. And some people don't want to talk about it, they get upset. So when they talk about it, they stay away and don't come back. Whether they like or your videos. Okay, so if a person is watching a video and they don't watch the live, watch the ad, you don't get anything. What if a person stop the video at a point and then go back to the video? Okay, we can catch up again, man. Okay, all right. We will catch up. All right. So we get a little more additional knowledge. I'm so appreciative. I see how God sent somebody, Juba, because I know I'm not the only person who is having a little bit of misunderstanding, and sometimes we just need a little bit of clarity. Because honestly, I keep saying, if I am to go in a person's life, I must try spend, as they say, yeah, man, I won't end the life now because it's barely half an hour since I come on. You know, right? Thank you so much. I love this woman. I see. All right. So God see me heart. So see God send somebody to give me a little clarification too. So, like I was saying, sometimes we have to stand up for what we believe in, because if you know some, I didn't know, because normally when I go on a person live, I would spend like um I would spend like say a little time and then I would leave. But then when I learned that it doesn't make sense, it affects the person's life, then I say I have to keep a check on myself. And I say, okay, I will have to watch the video, for the person, so that I don't keep running in and out. And then if I have to leave a person's life, I won't be going back in on that same life. No, me not think it makes sense. So what I would do, I would prefer to stay in the garden, stay in the bushes, and give the support, listen. And then maybe at the end of the live, you can probably make a comment that, so the person can know that, thank you so much, Juba. The person can know that you're making me feel happy with these things. The person can know that you were there. You understand me? Because sometimes people even send the video that they're watching and tell us that they watch. They never really watch it, because when I met some things with some people, even with the ordinary videos that we would watch. People weren't watching it, and then because they weren't watching it, it caused me to put out so much energy in the double H because that is where it all adds up to. You have to push it. So even though I'm learning now that it's not good to be running in and out, and sometimes you're going to live, you didn't plan to spend the entire hour, 2 hours. You want to spend like a half an hour, 20 minutes. You have to use a discretion. But boy, when you talk about it, some people get upset, and they tell us they are watching the live. You don't have no guarantee they're watching it on their whatever. So just to avoid anything funny, the best if the person just stay in the garden and give the support and watch the video or watch the live after it is finished. Because the live will still be there. So what if I'm unable to catch your live today? And I look at the date, I say, okay, I'll try and I can watch it on Sunday, I'll watch it tomorrow evening. Hi, JJJ. Happy birthday to you and to all the lovely people in the house. Yeah, thank you. And I was wondering if you had gone to bed, but I said maybe you had a very hefty dinner and you had a nice glass of limeade and everything just calm your nerves with a little honey in it and you just went to bed. Sometimes we fall asleep and we didn't really plan to fall asleep, we just want to get a little lay down and we will sit up sometimes and close our eyes to rest. And then you find you're gone for a few minutes. And after you wake up out of that little nap, you feel so revived and fresh. So that's what I thought had happened to you. So I understand. Yes. Yeah, man, I'm happy to see you, my friend. Happy to see you. Big, big night to you. Big, big Thursday evening to you. I don't know what I would do without you guys coming on alive sometimes. Because I never, through my life, I've never had a lot of friends. And because I just never a person with a crowd. You will see me walking all the way by myself. I mean, I'm one person may walk, but me not really have a crowd. And that's why I live. So coming into this whitey streets has allowed me to interact with more persons. And at the end of the day, I feel better. I feel like I've been working on something and achieving and feel good of what I'm achieving. Yeah, so that's what I was looking at. Oh, you're not ready to sleep yet? Okay. You know what I did today? I did the video, but the video will not be up until tomorrow. I did the turn con me, JB. I video it and I'm going to put it out tomorrow. Man, there's something live, you see. Because over a year now I haven't had it. Since me up here, which is 2+ years, I have not had it. And you know what I had it with? I'm not telling you. I can't tell you, man. You have to see the video. If I tell you, you're not going to want to see the video. So I'm not telling anybody. When you see it put out tomorrow, you will look at it and come back and laugh. Yeah, man. I'm not telling you. My son going to help me put it out. I see, if someone's something to learn, I have to learn to go through the ropes and put it out. So by midday tomorrow, you will see it out. By midday, I would say. It can be maybe at 10, 11, but I just say I give you the latest midday. I said I did enjoy it this evening with what I did with it. Whoa, I have a little bit leave in the pot. It was so mild and nice. But it would have been even if we had our regular coconut, but I use I use what I have here. And that's what is important because I've been wanting to do this from early up in the year. Every time we hear our friend talk about how much time she did it, I say every time, and I cannot get the time. And I did it, finally. Yeah, so I'm looking at, and anybody have something else to talk about? Because, we do a little talking in the evenings because it's not like we don't have anywhere to go, we don't have anything to do. But if I don't come on my life, I feel lonely. Like I'm alone in a big wide space. Juba. So when I come on the live, I feel like I'm close to people. I feel, that family connecting like. But just to come and say, oh, I'm not going on life today. It's like me and the people who have something. So when I look forward to the lives. When I don't come on, it must be some clash of timing or I am beat. And I try not to let the tiredness push in the way because once I get to shut my eye for a couple hours, I will pick up. I'll pick up. But whenever your body feels tired, the best thing to do is go and close them. Close them and block out everything, and you see what happens after you open them again. Everything looks bright and pretty. Yeah. So, any other point you guys have, you can still push it in. But I was looking at, and Juba, don't feel bad because when I was thinking of this topic, I didn't have, I don't think I'm picking on you, not picking on you, don't feel bad. But I'm just looking from an angle how people help people who are less fortunate. And less fortunate doesn't mean that the person hungry or whatever. To me, the person may have certain drawbacks. Maybe they are from a background where they have it difficult to even get a meal, or something is preventing them. They are unable to move about like other people do. So if they go to this place to do something, it takes them a good while to adjust to the situation because they're unable to. You understand me? They're unable to. They have some things that causes them not to fit in so fast. And some people, they may have their physical being can move about easily. With respect to you, Juba, please don't feel bad. And some people they are not able to. Some might have one hand. I mean, some people you see them have like only one hand, whatever reason the other one maybe not working. And some people aren't able to walk on their feet. They have to use a chair or something to help them to move. So when persons with a able body itself are able to go and do things, right? And you see them coming to you, you see them on the streets, wherever you go, you see them everywhere. And you tend to probably want to reach out to them, but then not paying attention that there are also persons who are not able to. They may not able to physically move around and do the things, but they're always willing. They're always willing. But people always tend to look past them, over them head onto something else. And sometimes I think people have more than what they can manage. More than what they can manage. I don't understand somebody signing it. More than what they can manage. And they will not look keenly on the persons who are not able to manage. You understand me? Like, for example, a person can be a builder or a mason or do jobs that is just able to jump in his vehicle and just move about with quickness. And another person cannot do like that, cannot have a job like that, cannot move around so fast. So that person go for a job, they're going to look at the person a second time and say, you can't work here, and find reasons, obvious reason why they can't. So how does we as a people, how do we as a people reach out to help? Julia say, okay, well, to be honest, it's not everyone cares about the black oceano. You have good people out there. What is not everyone cares about people like us. Yeah. They say black oceano. I don't know what that means again. Yeah, that is true. That is true. And sometimes, these people, hi Ted, good night. I'm saying I'm gonna stop calling people name now. Hi Sister T. So over the whole world, and I give me the shout out people name. Hi Sister T. Good evening. I was wondering if you have reached home. Yeah. But Juba, brother Juba. I love the name and I don't know where you get that name from. That's a nice name, an name Juba. You know, we don't know if these people eat. We just pass them. And it's not like we have it at times, but if it's even a word of comfort, Because sometimes you can imagine they're sitting there sad, wondering why are they being discriminated. If you understand me. And me feel bad now that me come up with this topic and do back on sit down for my live tonight, you know. But I feel like no one bother go any further with it at all, you know. Me feel bad, Juba. Me feel bad because me never expect you to be on and me come up with the topic and now you said they're looking at me straight and I feel bad. So I think I might change the topic. But honestly though, we also can look at children. Yeah, blessed evening from Mr. J. We can also look at children in our community. Well, when I say community, I'm accustomed to my community back home. Here it's different. But we can also look at our communities where you see children around and you see them hanging and going to school and less care and all of that. Do we just cut our eyes and pass like they don't exist? We see persons who have disability, different forms of disability, some mute, some artistic, the different things. Some cannot move around properly because they want to go to a building and the building don't have the necessary, what you say, things for them to be able to access the offices. So them have to stay down at the bottom of the step. Like up here, everywhere you have these steps, the ramp that you can go on. But I know some places you have to stay outside because they say too expensive. They don't have the money to build it. So it's that they don't cater for you, but at the same time, you have to contribute with your taxes just the same. Okay, it's a nice topic. Nothing wrong with that. You have to just do what you have to do. But you I didn't know you're going to come. I'm not laughing. I don't think I want to go too far with it anymore because to think of it, if you had just that ask them, I do normally sometimes put on topic, Mm-mm. Sometimes I leave it open for others to come with their topics. And tonight I said I'm going to put out a topic because I don't want it to look as if my brain is blank. I'm not able to think. So I say, let me come with something. Then because something you come with something and people don't really like that topic. So what they do, they just skip off and gone, you know. But then when we look and see Juba coming, we say, but Lord have his mercy, what is this with tonight? I would have at one point I said I was going to change the topic. But I'm being I'm being real. Being real. I think we don't all have it, but I think somehow somehow the little bit that we have, and why I say this too, I was reading earlier about the boy that his mother had given him the 5 loaves of bread and the 2 fishes, something like that, and how in the end it was used, although God bless it and multiply it, it was used to share, right? And I look at also the man that gave the talent and the one that the one didn't do anything with it, you know. So I keep looking and say, what are we doing? We don't have to have a long pocket with a big envelope because we don't have it. But what are we doing really? Because yes, God's my brother. When I look back, I stand to be corrected, and I'm not a person I study like Sister God's child, So don't match me up with her. It me just using me little layman knowledge. People, But when I look back and I said, when I read again too, and you guys would have read it too. When Jesus said, when I was in prison, nobody visit me, nobody feed me, me hungry, and those things. And yet we say we're preparing, we are marching to Zion. But if we never do these things, how are we going to march to Zion? And some of the things we see them right before our eyes, but we don't know how to attack them. We don't know which end to turn or who to turn to because we don't want anybody to feel funny. Or we don't know. That's how I look at it sometimes because people have a way to feel a little funny. Okay, share it up because it is very important because messages like these need to reach out there. All right, Brother Juba. I don't know how God put in me this evening. I mean, me don't get confused. No, no, are you giving a laughing? This is, I'm putting myself in it too, because some of us are retarded, if I may use that word, disabled. Let me take the word retarded, disabled. The way we think, we are not better than the person who physically, you understand me, cannot move. So sometimes we have a way to feel hurt or vexed if we don't get things done the way how we want it. But we have to realize that as the song said, little is much. We don't have to have a lot to give. And we know that time is hard, things are expensive. And Sister God's child, don't come at me now because me don't know when you come again. Little is much when God is in it, right? So, when we reaching out, we just reach out, don't even think of where. Where we look at it from, just reach out by faith. For sometimes we give things on a faith, and the Bible tells us faith without work, so we still have to do something. It's dead. So we, I think somehow, less fortunate people, I don't know if I'm using the right term saying less fortunate. When I say less fortunate, I mean people are in a situation they're not able to manage the situation the way they want to. It can be financial, it can be physical movement, there could be in business or whatever it is, but they're not able to manage it to make it be successful. It's true, sometimes we are idea. Yeah, sometimes you look back in yourself, you ever go to bed sometimes, but you did not go to your bed with, say, somebody on your mind. You just go to your bed normally, shower in your bed and have a nice rest. And you wake up and I don't know if God is speaking, I don't know. You wake up in the morning sometime, especially in the 3, 4 o'clock, before 5, like 3, 4. And you lie down there, you're not thinking about nobody, and something just come over you to say, look at this person. This person, so and so, is in need of something. And, oh, the whole thought come to you say, how best can you help the person? In your own way. Maybe you only can call and give the person a little comforting words. Maybe what you have to give. I remember the song said, little is much, right? I remember about the widow and the mite. So I may be able to give 5 cents, if there is 5 cents. And God can multiply the 5 cents with that person more than he want to give $1,000. You understand me? So whatever we do, we ask the Lord to bless it because situations are out there. And they look at it to say, oh, I don't have it, I don't have it. But look at somebody who needs it. And you may have a fraction of it. A little fraction. You can motivate the person so much without even knowing. And if you put it in reverse now, if somebody does that to you, it makes you feel so, so good. So why not try to do something and make the person or persons, whoever we're not really picking on anybody here. If anybody go feel funny, feel happy. When you give something, you give it genuinely. It gives you one feeling like you don't want to give more. You don't know where it come from, but the feeling of joy and satisfaction come over you. And then somebody give you in return. Maybe not that person, because you don't really expect to get from the same person you give to. But when you get something, as the Bible says, it is more blessed to give than receive. So we talk so much things sometimes, and it comes back on us. People say, okay, things do happen, and none of us on the face of this earth is not perfect because we don't know what tomorrow can bring. All we need is to show love and give praise. Yeah, it's true. And we don't know what tomorrow will bring. We can be here talking well and good, and tomorrow when something happen to us, something happen that we can't move, or we gone out of this world. See in Mandeville, I listened to the news where people were in their vehicles. Was it Monday or Tuesday? One of those days. And whatever had happened, the person put it on the people sitting in their vehicle. Can you imagine? You in your vehicle, whether it's your vehicle or whatever, and this person was in a rage with another person, and then drop that person, and then put. So And I said to myself, what if those persons never make it right? You understand me? Right, they sudden life gone. So they never make it right. In even helping anybody. So someone can say, you know, that person had given me a nice dinner, or that person had sent a box of things to me, or that person had given me $1 to help with my medication bills, or whatever, you know. Blessings we go, you know, but when we all heap it up for ourselves, everything we want, we put for ourselves. We put ourselves first. And then we don't share. We never share none. So I'm here thinking that how can we help the less fortunate? Or I don't know if my topic kind right, set to right as you know, but we're looking at how can we? Is it only financial help we can give so the person can go and satisfy him or herself? That may be one way because maybe the distance may cause that to be the best way, right? And it can be probably the easier way too, easiest way. But how about people who were within close, close in terms of distance, closer to, you know, not far away? Do they see us as somebody kind, somebody will share, or they just see us as nobody just passing? Supram, how are you? How is your leg? How is the leg coming on? Did you get it? Any attention? I hope it's coming on well. Happy to see you. Why pre? Happy to see you. You're in Jamaica, you know. Why pre? What did Mr. say now? What did I say? Yes, me general. What's the people have talk? Yes, me general. All right, we are here trying to talk how much ways how we think we can help persons who are less fortunate. Right? Somebody may be out of a job. You may have an idea how to guide the person along, you know, to get a job or something like that. Or what the person can do to earn a living. Because sometimes people need a good encouragement and then they put on the thinking caps and then something will happen. But the bottom line is they are going to need funds to help. So you cannot have all the plans and no funds. You have to have something. So what you say, JB? We look at, I don't want to discriminate, but we look at, for example, for example, brother, hi hi Swati, how are you? Welcome to the live. Happy to see you. And I hope, it seems like you like already, man. Thumbs up the live and you can join the conversation and make your contribution and we share because we always like to listen to other people's point of view as long as it's within the ambit of the community guidelines. What do you want to say about helping persons who are less fortunate? I don't want to make it, I don't want to say disabled. I mean, less they're not able to do something. How well you do something, Swati, Kishore. How well would you? Anybody can say something in case Swati say, "Oh, I just come and she pick on me." I don't want to pick on you, Swati. I'm just trying to pull you into it as soon as possible because I don't want you to run away. Because that little hand there look like you will run away. Are you going to run away? Tetla, what would you do? What would you do? I remember the days when the church, I don't want to even go on it, but church, let me say churches. Churches were more involved in community affairs, right? And that was one way I know people would go and become a member of a church. Because the church people, they would directly seek out, the members in the community would seek out persons who are less fortunate and take the information to their churches and then know some assistance will be given. But I don't think much of that is happening. I think everybody's on their own. I don't see the church invisible that much. I cannot say much about up here because using one church to judge the other would not be fair. But I can speak about over the ocean, right? Over the ocean, right? The churches normally help, but I don't see it much like that. What you say, JB? What do you think? Or Tetla, whoever wants to say something. I remember saying, I don't want to look as if it's me alone, you know. They will say, give what you can do, what you can, and when you give and do from the heart, it really make you yes. So you know you don't have $1 million to give. You know you don't have $1 million to buy a house or a car to give. Like if you were that rich, it wouldn't mean anything. So, and I think it's in the Bible too. You must not are going back, you know. I used to study, you know, but I don't know me get to the well. There's something in the Bible. Somewhere I think it's in Matthew. You must not give more than Sister God's child. If she's in my hearing, she might can tell me. And maybe I can Google it and find it too. You must not give more than what you can lose. And again, it tells you also that it's a sin to borrow and to lend. So you must give. Some of the churches back home come in like them. Yeah, that's what I said. They are always telling you they pick up the offering so many times of the day, and they are always telling you, you know. And sometimes I look back and say, you keep on you're carrying and carrying, and you don't. This member, somebody is there in the community, the very congregation, doesn't have another meal, and that person will be coming there regularly and don't get any help. And then when it reaches a certain time when they get weak and old, they take them to the infirmary. I'm speaking from what I know. They take them to not even the church, you know, the people in the community, you know, don't have any way to help the person. So the person, they take them to poor relief and then they ship them over to the infirmary, which is a poorhouse. And they are left there until they pass. When they pass, have nobody know anything about them. And if they have a little thing, one little, two little fingers up. You understand me? So we have people in our midst who are less fortunate, but nobody recognizes them. That's the bottom line of what I wanted to say. They're not recognized. And if we have any plan on going to heaven, whether we are Christian now or Christian next year, I believe in God now or believe in God 10, 20 years from now, we have to have some amount of love to reach out to others. If we don't have any love, we're not reaching out. And love is not, love maybe, some may say love is easy, you know. But love is something that you have to work on. Yes, so we give somebody something. Oh, you give somebody something and a 100% love. You just give it because you have it to give. But giving so out of love is different than just giving it just like that. You know? Or should I say helping? Helping. Helping person. Because sometimes people just want a little start. Just a little start and they will push on. And sometimes they push on, you'll be surprised how they can gather things that you look back and say, what a good thing did help the person. You feel good. You feel, you know, that you had helped the person. But you have another set now who they might even begrudge the person when they see the person progressing. Mr. Man, give me no. If you know say that he will do more about that. That sort of attitude. So the love is not strong. So we have to find a way to strengthen. I'm not throwing any stone, please. We have to have a way to strengthen the love so that each one in the household can feel loved. It is nice when you're loved. It's a good feeling. If you're in a house with your parents and your sisters and brothers and you don't feel the love, you can feel love, you know. You not only see love, you can feel it. You don't feel the love. You're not going to want to stay. No. You're not going to want to stay. You're going to be always backing until you're gone to the back door. Never to return. Some never to return and gone, disappear. So I don't know, guys. Sometimes we want to reach out and help. And sometimes there are people who are really, they have different disabilities. So I say I don't know if a God send Juba this evening, me get tongue tied, no, me not even know the things that I was thinking of what I wanted to say. Juba come here, right him and God strike come sit down right before me. Me don't know this God thing is, I don't know. Because I wasn't thinking about none of you people, you know. Me just say I'm going to prepare a topic and I'm going to look at that. Because I was looking at somebody this evening, I can't say too much. You know, when people have certain disabilities, it really hinder them. And I can't say too much here because not anybody here, but you know, I don't know when people chip in or anything. So it really hinders them. And sometimes it makes your heart feel sad. Honestly. You know, it makes your heart feel sad. You just wish you could turn the hands of time and make the person can do certain things. You know. But, you know, right. So if you're going to give and then sorry, please don't do it. For for God not going to be right. Yeah, some people will give and then and behave begrudgingly, you know. But they just won't give because they want a name call or people to see that they were giving something. People to see. How many times we are men pleasers, you know? Men pleasers. And that's why the Bible says God look on the heart. How we please man. No matter how small we try to please men, we pleasing and not even know we pleasing them. I'm not going to exclude myself because I'm a part of society, right? And we are all in it. Like when you put in a put you put your chicken in a coop. We are all rooster hen, big mother hen, young hen. Everybody pull it, everybody in the same coop. So everybody eating. You understand me? So it's just that I don't know. I'm just thinking. I've been thinking all afternoon. You know, when I look at the situation before me, I said, God, I just wish, you know, but I have to console my mind and say, God sees and understands. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see it though. Yes, you see that understand. And when some things can't go more than how you're pushing it, God do the rest. Come and look at some people, you know, they look really good, you know, but they have different disability. Like I say, I don't want to stress too much on it. I don't know who come in or whatever. Different disability. I said, Lord, why me? Why this person? As if to say it should be another person, you know. But that's why I told this little young man who came on and said, I must pray for his, all that kind of pushed me more into saying it. Pray for his grandpa that is in the hospital or someplace. And first thing I may say, if I'm a follower of Christ, you see the way to start the question, and when you come with the other part, the main part of the question now, I have to say to him, I don't know if I'm wrong. I don't discuss politics or religion anymore here, which I don't normally do, but I let people talk. But each person have to go to God for himself or herself and have that relationship. And that doesn't stop another person from praying. But I'm not a healer. I'm not a prayerist person. I don't go around praying for people as if I'm a preacher and a pastor. You understand? But when we are praying, we put things out to the Lord, persons who are suffering wherever the situation is. We don't have to know a person's name. But sometimes people are suffering and you don't know. You might say, oh, my mind run on this person. And the person may not be very well. You understand me? So we pray and ask the Lord to help. And he will know if he wants to help or allow the person to go through with what the person is going through. And then they go, I'm say if I'm a follower of Christ. Then he asked me, I tell you, you know, I said, but boy. And he said his grandpa believes in Christ, so I don't know, you know. But I don't know, there are times some people come on the live, they make some comments, but they're not they're speaking the truth. I just take it for what they say it is. And then I said to myself, boy, there's always somebody who wants somebody to listen to. Always somebody who wants somebody to listen to them. You know? So it's like you can't even chase away. And some of these persons who are less fortunate, you only have to listen sometimes to what the situation is, and then you see how you can help them. Because if you don't listen, you're not going to know. That's what I think. You have to listen. And by listening, you may not be able to do it yourself because sometimes you're not able to do it yourself, but you may be in a position to identify places or persons who are able to give some assistance. along with the little bit that you have that you'll want to assist the person with. You understand me? Yeah. And you only have to be in the situation to know it feels. As I say, you never know what it's like to till you have the shoe, your foot is in the person's shoes. That's the thing I really know it. That's the thing I know it. Sorry. When your foot is in the person's shoe, you will realize what the person was going through, the attention the person needs. You know? So I don't know. I'm trying to think all evening I was looking at a certain situation and I just kinda lost in my thoughts, you know. But some people in life, they will always have the to go through, but there always something else that holds back. They cannot go through with it. You have to just so some of us we want it and some have and then it cannot help them do what they want, what they would want it to do. It beyond them. Because if they were able to, I'm telling you, they would move so much mountains. But for some reason they can't. They can only look at what they have and grieve at the situation. Basically. You know? Yeah, so I don't know. So what you say, Sister God's child? How are you doing? How are you feeling? I shouldn't be asking you on the big live stream. Yes, sorry. And you were trying to explain. I add you to my community post. I didn't know how to go about doing some things and I didn't want to bother you. So I went ahead and got a little help and put it up. JB said, people that give and do things for people and talking about it, they never want to do it. And if they never want, that's why I said that some people do things just as men pleasers. Men pleasers. And that's why we have the Jamaican slang that says, if you want to know your friend, farm drunk. You know what I mean? To farm drunk? Farm drunk. And you hear everything. You hear everything. But still yet, I'm just looking at it to say people with disabilities, we look at them as, sometimes I don't like to say the word disability, because it may give a feeling. But persons who are less fortunate, they are not able to get things done. They don't have it to get what they would want to get done. So they can have a little life of a little comfort. Right? So they have to always trying to reach out for assistance. But how much are we helping those persons? That's my point. Or how can we find ways and means to help those persons? Because sometimes we don't know, we don't know. Sometimes we don't know. you know. So I'm just thinking and thinking loud because when I look at a certain situation, I'm in this situation, yes, with the people, but when I look at it, I had to take a deep breath and said, I remember they say, if money could buy life, and I just can't finish it, right? If money could buy life. Mm-hmm. Right, Tetla, you remember that little phrase? It's because I grew up, my parents were very old people. I grew up with them. I remember some words that they use. I was talking to somebody this morning rather, and when she said something, I laughed and I said, my mother said, no V, no va. I don't remember anybody by those two terms. No V, no va. So, I don't know if anybody remember because there are some words in our culture. When I say culture, and I didn't say just patois, in our culture, they are sort of phasing out. They're phasing out. Phasing out. But when they come back to our memory, we say them, it always has to be a certain situation that causes us to remember. Then we say it and we laugh. But it's a part of our culture. No V, no va. And, kunu munu. Some little words I was talking about. Yeah, so, I don't know, guys. Maybe you can tell me. Oh, maybe you can enlighten me so that I can do a little better. Because we all have our responsibility, but what about we are heaping the things up, putting down, and the next thing, no, matter and rust come and destroy and take it away, and we still end up lost and gone to hell. Because we never use it to help anybody. You understand me? That's my thinking. That's my thoughts. Nobody say anything. Tetla, Miss T, you're not saying anything. Your father's asleep. Come on, Sister T. We all don't leave it on me alone to talk, you know. Don't leave it on me alone to talk. We need to, if probably individually people will do their thing. Maybe I don't know, but I wasn't picking on anybody. I just thought of it from another situation, not relating to anybody here. And I say I would, share it because sometimes we need the ideas how to go about doing something. You understand me? Because we can just jump out into the, people like, say, oh, she don't know, so she could do this. The person don't have to know. So sometimes we have to put it out to get other people's opinion. So we can build. And see Brother Juba here. I always see him. I don't want to talk behind his back or so, I always see him in the chair at the window. But I never question things too far because I don't want to get myself into no trouble. When it comes to me, anybody can ask me anything, but I don't question people about their thing. You know. But whatever way we can reach out and help people who are not able to, whatever the situation. I don't want anybody run away and say, I'm throwing any word in. I'm not throwing any word. I don't know nothing. It's a different situation that I'm experiencing with so I have to be very careful of the words that I use, because I would not want any of those people to come up and say, oh, she's speaking about so I have to coin my words carefully. But the Lord impressed on me to come up with it this evening here. And now see Brother Juba come out, everybody comes down and nobody not saying anything, everybody looking. Where's Sister T? Sister T, are you in the back seat? Are you in the back seat, Sister T? Are you gone off? You drift off? I know it's after 9. I know it's after 9:30, I should say. So why are you drifting off so quickly? Sister God's child, are you still there? Are you still there, ma'am? I'm not hearing. Rose, it says there is nothing to feel guilty about until you are not discriminating anyone. Yes, so can I ask you a little favor? And I'm going to ask it out, so just in case, if you don't want to answer, just so me not say anything. It's not about anybody, it's a little clarification. So let me whisper. You see, after you reach the 4,000 and you monetize, how you know how much is your threshold? You have to reach threshold every month. So what else you have to meet again within a certain, oh, you're on a call. Oh, okay, sorry. I may still have to find that time because, so no. Boy, she a hot number tonight, so she's on a call. Yeah, so I feel just leave it like that whenever she's available. But it just like when I get a little clarification, or maybe I will catch her off the thing. Yes. So Sister T, where are you? 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 Down in the back of the class, Sister T. When the person came passing by, Sister T, you gonna play on the golden? Oh, you gonna play on the golden? Oh, you gonna play on the golden harp? Oh, you gonna play on the gold? I mean, make up this song, Sister T is at the back of the class. I can't hear her. I can see her. Why is she at the back of the class? She's so short and neither can see nor hear. And Brother Jay is at the front, and he's already tall, so I can't see over his head. Yes, guys, that was a little break in transmission there to revive the thing. Well, Brother Jay not giving me no rose, nothing again, and I saw the hand inside cripple. But you're going to need the hands, them, you know. You're going to need them. Yeah, so I'm just thinking, and I said I want to share it, because sometimes I believe say, I don't want to say anything about the churches again. I know which church people come on and the next thing I say, I denounce. But sometimes I feel say we need to stretch out to the less fortunate, stretch out what we can afford to the less fortunate and encourage them. So if the person is thinking of doing a little business, whatever the thing is, and the person is able to, you know, I suppose for argument's sake, somebody has a disability, is unable to do something. Let me say unable. She'll answer you when she's finished. She don't keep informing to herself. She will help you if she can. Yeah, thank you so much, Brother J. You know, I'm gonna say again. Stick my brain, That may stop and read something. Stick my brain. But yeah, so we have to right. So sometimes some of these less fortunate persons they will have a little plan. You have some, who will just whether less fortunate or not, they will be out. I have some people who are professional beggars. In people who are healthy and strong, they put themselves in certain situations and certain places to beg, and then they take home the money or whatever and go and put it in the bank. I'm not asking. I've seen many of that back home. I don't know if it is here. I can't say about here, but people are like that. But somebody who needs it badly will probably go and say, I can maybe hustle selling some so and so from home and certain little things try and see if it will work. And you know, because to be honest, people are trying to do things so that they can earn something. Because if somebody come and give you 2, 3 times, the fourth time they start grumble. So when you get to the first time or the second time, try have a plan so that if they don't come back, you can turn, let's say, you turn it over to do something where you can earn from it. So, just only think of say, oh, I'm going to get some grocery and you eat off the grocery and then they come again. They will take time and absent themselves. So you get something, plan how you're going to really use it to earn something from it. You understand how you're going to use it? Something you can manage, take up some big project that's going to take a lot. And you keep turning it over and turning it over. Understand me, guys? You turn it over. And but that's the thing that I think I share with people who are less fortunate. Because I always say I don't want them come to me 2, 3 times. I don't want them come to me 2 or 3 times and I feel threatened. Right? I'm gonna feel threatened. So I prefer if I'm giving them they it's not, some people take it and go and buy things that is not healthy for them. You know what I'm talking? Not healthy for them. So at the end of the day, you end up contributing to them as well. Right? You end up contributing to whatever they turn out to be. So you don't have to. But you encourage them and then you can't just be going to your bag or whatever all the time. For they will, you will lose your life. So you can recommend. I would recommend persons who deal with those situations because I'm going in my bag to take out and give somebody a road because I may look up into something, you know. But if you know, that is why we need to know organizations and people that work serves in certain organization where we can refer them to go around a corner. I see people drive around and giving out food in boxes and drink. You understand me? And the way some people look at time is that you could say they want more than that. And sometimes they ask for what they really want. You understand me? Sometimes they ask for what they really want. And then it's up to you if you have it to give. But then you can recommend. Thank you very much, Brother J. But then you can recommend some organization who deal with those situations to, help those persons. Or sometimes, they really need a help. They need a help, but all they can do is just take the regular thing out of your hand and go do what you need to do. So I think it's one way we can reach out by identifying um, organization that really caters to the need of these people. Because when I see them hand them the box food, and they just take it and they go with the water and they come back and they will ask for more, they can't get it because they wanted to share out to others. So they become, and they go back and they lie down on the storefront or wherever because they don't have anywhere to go. They don't have anywhere to go. And so therefore they will just take the money what you give them and just go on with it. Just spend it by what is not necessary. Or somebody else take it from them because they buy what is not healthy at times and which is not good for them. And then the money gone today, the money gone, and they come back the next day. And they say, see you 1,000 times they're going to come to you because if you give them 1 or 2 times, they're going to take Satan, and come every time. They wrote to you because you're going to give them. But in fact, I think we can identify organizations that do help these people. Right? And there are times we can help somebody, but we have to know who we're going to reach out to. Because some people are dangerous. Really dangerous. So you have to know what you do. But it's nice to help. It's a good feeling to help, Brother J. Sister T look like she sleep off. And you see, my sister Gino, she's an alcoholic because she knows she's away. She did roll out on me, not to go away. Every time whenever she's around and I try to put her on a little note to end, she will always say, I was in the life and this and that. You end the life. So when you take whatever time to return, boy, it's something else. But that's how life is. That's how life is. We never know the use, really, until we are in the situation. We have to be in it. Like I always say, before I lost my parents, when my father died, I was studying, and I remember we were at the place talking. I said, no one knows what it feels like. Because at that time we had never had that in our family or anything. And not even an hour after, because he was in the hospital, he wasn't well. And, when it really shake, you can imagine I went back to the hospital. I turned fool. Because I said, he didn't even say goodbye. It is so final. I don't even want to go back on that thing again. It is so final, you know. So we have to do what we can do. Because at the end of the day, if we're not careful, it will going to be taken. If you know what I mean, taken. It won't be there for you to get. So sometimes we have to just share and share lovingly. Not that we're going to put everything and throw at somebody's feet, but we have to share and share lovingly. Or let's say help. Help. Help someone and help lovingly. I'm trying, but not perfect neither. Not perfect at all. It's a hard road to travel. To help persons, it's a hard road. To help them the way they would want the help. But teamwork, they say, make the dream work. Understand? Teamwork. If you don't have teamwork, some things cannot happen. Thank you, Brother G. I love the bright colors in the night. Because I want that lady to come back on and trust me. Brother J, Juba must have gone. Yes, I'm thankful, but one it's kinda tight, guys. It's kinda tight. But when I look at the situation this evening that I was, I said, my God, if money could buy life, not just the life, I'm speaking the physical life, but the situation I was looking at that I was placed in with, I said, wow, I have to just live to accept. Yeah, man, I love the bright colors, them, man. I love them. They make me keep up. Tetla, but I didn't get to tell you, I'm trying to keep up for Sister G to come back on, but if she make me time run out, I should, it would have to be another time. But you see, we just don't want to lose her for the night. That's why I'm going to prolong. I met the thing this evening, lady. I'm not telling you about it, but tomorrow I'm going to put up the video. My girl, maybe because I've not had it in about from I leave home 2.5 years now. I've not had it. And I just tell you, say I'm going to do it. And I fix it with me not even tell you, man. Me not tell you because I want you to see the video and laugh. I want you to see the video and laugh. And I'm going to make some more again. Over into next week. If I once a week. But one thing, no, I don't want that thing make me put on no weight. But it's better than rice. It was so, man, I tell you. And some people don't like it, they call it dog food. And say if you fix the real dog food. I mean, one lady when she cook her dog food, she said sometimes she have to taste the things, but she not put in things when not clean. Everything in it have something good. So she's whoa, man, it was wonderful. So I think that's what kept me so alert to come and here on time. I came on about 8:30. Little before you come. Mm-hmm. I forget. You really have fun. Yeah, man. Yes. Trust me. I love cooking and anything to do in the kitchen. And I like to sing. You know, I like do those things. I like the housework. When I was younger, our yard, when we sweep, we never have rake. That even didn't know rake. It's coconut broom. Coconut broom, after the jelly finish and the dry coconut, that brooms, that thing that hold them up. When it dry, crisp, we wait till it, sometimes some big nice one come down, nice one. And sometimes some nice fine one. But it has so dry on the tree. After the jelly become hard and dry coconut, you pick it off. We call it broom. It stays there until it is fully dry and drop down by itself. So when the coconut limb fall off, it is now in front the limb. So it eventually come down. And when you fix it up, you see, man, and trim it up, it serves for weeks. Weeks. You sweep your and then people never have no stone. People had a lot of grass in their yard. So sweep man. The yard pretty. Coconut broom, we call it. Coconut broom. And you have the broom weed. Broom weed, yes. The one that grows around the place, like a green bush. You have it. It served for months too. Because they use it when it's green, but it's not that good. It's when it's dry and all the leaves are gone, it sweep the yard well. But I love the coconut broom. I love the coconut broom. We call them coconut broom. Sweet the place nice, man. Nice. Nice and pretty. And if that's why I say some fruit trees you'd really see in people's yard. But since Gilbert, a lot of them, people nobody replant again. They mainly get rid of the trees then and so forth. So you have most homes would have had breadfruit tree, coconut tree, plum tree, orange tree, guava tree, certain kind of tree, and then we have a root of cane or a banana and plantain tree, those things. They have them nearby their house. But all different type of banana tree, and then they go to the farm and plant the 100 bank of yam and those things. Yeah, oh, you know it too. Yeah, man, the best yard broom, man. I remember say you have this grass, some kind of flat crab grass. It was crab grass. They call it crab grass. It was so common. I just grew and lie down and you don't have to cut it often because the leaf come up. I don't even see it much again. The leaf, it's just a leaf. And when you cut it, everything much too sweet. And the coconut brown clean up the place nice. Yeah, man. You sweep, man, and you go out on the roadway and your roadside one sweep, you sweep. But you buy the rake today and tomorrow mash up. And you don't really see coconut limb. falling. By the time the coconut tree bear no, the second or third bear in the tree dead. You find so the tree not survive. But I saw quite a few and they take their time. First, second bearing, third bearing, then just dry off. And the leaves then ripe up and drop off and the tree fall down. So, really. So to me, some of the things gone. Gone. So this lady gone. So Tetra, I did it. And I'm not saying nothing further more than say I did it finally. And I'm going to do it next week too. But maybe not next week. I don't want to put no time in. Maybe sometimes too because it's interesting, It's very interesting. What happened to the lady? She now come on. It's going to 10. It's because me have the time, I'm got me rest. I had a good night rest last night. You know what I put? I used some honey. And I like to drink honey. Honey make you rest calmly. So, whether or not this honey is good, the serena of the coconut tree too. Which part you call the serena? The part that you used to strain like a strainer, the little meshy looking part that come between the giant the coconut limbs them. And I used to use coconut brush. Oh yeah man, me see my parents use it as strainer. Use that strainer. And it's strain good too. Strain good. And they use the leaves and make hat. They use it, the tourists they like it, make hat with it. Some people are just so skilled. Skill, and they take the leaf and make other things. Yeah, man. When they grate the coconut milk to boil for oil, they have the clean thing like a strainer. You call it serena. Okay, and strain it. Pretty, and it's clean and washy. That's what I'm saying. The trees now you see they don't really have the things. Because in my time the coconut trees were always tall. They're tall. And some of them bear some big jelly. So some of the trees have just like 5 or 6 big coconut. And some may have more because the jellies are smaller. But since I realized since Gilbert, which is long, people not really they cut down all the tree for Gilbert, they blow them down to they finish cut them. People put houses in that area. So in those areas, so you not see them. Nobody wants a breadfruit tree in the yard anymore for they say it gives too much dry leaves. And you don't know the value of a breadfruit tree at your yard. That keeps back starvation. Yeah. For when you roast it, boil it, when you fix it, it is in your yard. And when you reach the roasting stage, you have all 5, 6 one time on the fire. You don't have to have anything to go with it. I will say. More so if it's a yellow heart breadfruit with a little bit of heart and the breadfruit yellow like butter, you don't want any fish. I've been there and I enjoy it. So I can talk about it proudly. I'm not embarrassed. And now, if you go to buy roasting breadfruit and you want the yellow one, I don't know how easy it is, but it's very difficult to get it. You must get some white one that is kind of hardish. Somebody must have the tree that you know. And because they sell it more expensive. It's very light. So in the buy it's light. But you have some heavy one, they take long to roast. And when they roast them sort of hard like. But the other one, whoa, it is so yellow and pretty and soft. Yes, people, so that's all. We have to be caring of each other. And remember, I say it's not anything I'm talking about anybody here. It's a situation that I'm acquainted with. And I try to be very careful in what I say, because I don't want anybody to think that But the bottom line is love. We have to show love. If you show love, it will help them a long way. Yes, people. Hmm. Then I have to wait until she returns. JD, she not come back now. Well, it's about 25 minutes or 30, half an hour. So might have to go read the Bible. Because I'd love her to come. You have the one with the macabre looking. Which one? Breadfruit tree? Which tree have maca looking? Which one? Which one of the maca looking one? Which one you call so? The one they call monkey breadfruit? Yeah, one of them. I don't know which one. Maca. I don't know which one. I don't know. But if 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 people just, you know, I've had some good times and something I wish I could still have some. The breadfruit. I wonder if it's the one they call monkey breadfruit. It's light. I don't know which one have maca looking one. I must the monkey one they call monkey breadfruit, you know. It is very light. And to be honest, when you eat, maybe it's it. Maybe it's it. It could be that one. It is very nice. Yellow, soft and nice. But it's very light. Light, light, light. So when you eat it and walk, go down the road and come back, it's like you never eat anything. The one that is hard, kind of hard up, that one is stay a little longer. They call them the floating bullet, you know, and them floating bullets. I make you walk on. Mm-hmm. But it's nice. It's nice. Everybody's home I know now have a little breadfruit tree. Very, very handy. Very, very useful. The rest of them want to chop it down, cut it down, master. They want space to put up concrete. And they going to fall on the decking and they going to do so many things. So they don't bother with it. Some people don't even want a root of cane or a root of banana. They don't want anything near on the property, but they wanted to cover it with the space, with buildings. Yeah. I'm going to use up the time, right? Because if I don't use up the time, 10:13, I'm not going to get her if she don't come back. I'm not going to get her. And I don't want to tell me that she's on a call and the next thing we are here waiting and she don't come. So I'm I'm going to read a passage from the Psalms. I know Brother JB is gone, but I feel very bad I have to say these things where, I feel bad. I didn't plan it. Didn't plan it at all. I love when it half right. Yeah, man. Money half right. Then the best way. Whoa, your finger. Yes, my dear. Yeah, man. I read this psalm tonight again. Sister T looks like she fall off, And if Sister Gina come back within a certain time, I have to go meet her by the way another time. But I'm trying to hold on. The song says, hold on. Hold on. Hold on to the old rugged cross. Someday, 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 hold on, Jesus will come. Hold on, hold on, hold on to the old rugged cross. Someday, 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 hold on, Jesus will come. All right, that's why I say I'm going to do this, take me up to this 2 hour. Sometimes some calls are important, so we just go with it. Psalms 32. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring all the day long. For day and night thy hand was heavy upon me. My moisture is turned into the drought of summer. I acknowledge my sin unto thee, and mine iniquity have I not hid. I said, I will confess my transgressions unto the Lord, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin. For this shall every one that is godly pray unto them in a time when thou mayest be found. Surely in the floods of great waters they shall not come nigh unto him. Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. Be ye not as the horse or as the mule, which have no understanding, whose mouth must be held in with bit and bridle, lest they come near unto thee. Many sorrows shall be to the wicked, but he that trusteth in the Lord, mercy shall compass him about. Be glad in the Lord and rejoice, ye righteous, and shout for joy, all ye that are upright in heart. This one, another one. That's another one. I'm trying to just go with a few minutes that we have there. All right, I have to read one more. Psalms 34. I'm just going up to the 2 hours, so when the 2 hours just close off. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto him, and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. O fear the Lord, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. The young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What man is he that desireth life, and loveth many days, that he may see good? Keep thy tongue from evil, and thy lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servant, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. Here ends a portion of God's holy words, right? So it says, this my favorite text here is, let me share in this passage of Psalm 34, verse 8. That's one of them, but I'm going to give you those that I find them more appealing to me, and I hope they do the same to you. So Psalm 34, verse 8. O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. So if we trust God, we will be blessed. And it is so nice when it says, oh, taste and see. It's not a physical taste with your mouth, but after you get the experience, you're going to be so happy. If I say you shall be blessed, you're going to be different. And the other part that I do also like to read, whoop, is this talk about the angel of the Lord? It's not this one. Right. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servant, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. He redeemed the soul of the servant. So no matter what the problem is, you tell him, you can make the change. No matter what the situation is, as the young man had said to me earlier, if I admit I'm a follower of Christ, then he shoot another question to say that, the reason, and his grandpa is in hospital and whatever this whole thing is. So, so whatever, that's why I said we all have to have a relationship. If we don't have a relationship, each person have to give an account. Just like I mentioned, the well, oh Jesus, not the sower, the talent, the one that got the one talent. So each person have to give an account. So whether they have one talent, two, three, four, because sometimes some people look like they have several talents, but whatever it is, we have to give an account for everything that we do. We do bad or good in life. When that day comes, we will have to answer. So I can't answer for you, I have to answer myself. And it's going to be, if we're not in the right lane, we're going to be in serious trouble, right? Because we don't want to hear depart from me. I don't want to hear that none at all. Because when you hear depart, you're going to be worse than Judas. And remember what Judas did? When he ran away, when he realized what he had done, sometimes I say, boy, why did Judas did that? Go through, be going around with the master so long, for 3.5 years, and yet at the same time, he did not have a clean heart. And even when Mary used the perfume, he think that they should go and sell it and make money. So when you look at it, it's the same thing happening today. The same thing. People have the same kind of attitude towards certain things. So it also tells me here that the Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. When you're desolate, when everything around you is gone, gone, you don't have any hope of coming back. But with God, all things are possible. That's why I say, none of them that trust him shall be desolate, because he knows what he's talking about. So, bottom line is, trust God. And I say, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. And everything we do, we have to put trust and confidence. So if we don't trust him, we're not going to inherit what we would really want to inherit because can you imagine if we don't trust him and when the day comes when he's coming for us all and not putting out anybody coming for us all, we find any negativity or anything that is going to hinder us from going with him, then we end up left back down here and looking at him going up with all the others. It's not a nice feeling. No, so I don't want to be. I don't even want to think it. I don't want to be among those that will not be going up, but just sitting looking, because it is said that every eye shall see him, right? So me want to see him too. I mean, want to go home with him. I just only want to see him. I want to go home with him too. I want to see what heaven is like, and I think that should be all of us aim to see, and not just to see, but to experience it, right? This for what heaven is like. Because we have read about it, but we don't know. The one man on earth who know and create bad, I don't know what to say, he had to be thrown out, right? And Jesus came and walked the earth in his time, and he said he's gone back to come again, right? He's going to prepare. And that dragon out there, you know it's called the dragon, that whole serpent, the devil. He's out there trying to gather as much people as possible so that they won't inherit eternal life. They'll only inherit eternal damnation, loss. So everybody has to do something, but nobody needs to go overboard and kill themselves and trying to not just kill yourself. I mean, push yourself where you can make it, but seek help. There may be avenues of persons. Sometimes we are trying to do something by ourselves, and we could get help from some place. Or if we share the thought with somebody, somebody could recommend, oh, this place looks about those people, or some doctors, or something, you know what I mean? I have to choose what I'm saying carefully. I don't want to be in any problem. So that's how I think it is. We have to. We all want to go. Nobody. I don't think anybody planning to go to hell. Even they say it's something you really want, but they don't know what it is because we only read about it, what it will be like, and I don't want to. I don't even want to go near and experience anything like that. Right? I don't want my name called to go to another place. Do you understand me? I want my name called to go up, to go up, to be, going up. We don't want to be down, going down the pit of hell. No man, we and Satan not go rub up anyway because him give up him opportunity and him go do those things, so we not to share it with him. Make him go and go down there go share it. Oh, you're back. I'm happy that you're back. I was just trying to go to one of my favorite verse. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. No, I'm supposed to know it. Right. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Trust is a small word, but it has many meanings. And trust, when I talk in the trust, people say they go to shop and trust, not that one. But they see them put up in the shop, Mr. Trust is dead. So even that too, they put up, say it's dead. So have a trust in someone is a big thing. All right. So Sister G, you're here. I know you didn't leave, and I was wait. You say you were in a car, so that's why I was going around and around the place. Or you were trying to see if I was going to leave. I tell you, Simon, I'll tell you. I thought you were on a call. So I said, now I was trying to ask you, I don't know if I'm using the right channel by saying it. I want a little clarification. Yeah, I know you're on a call, so I don't know if you would have heard me, so I didn't want to disturb the call. You see, after you become monetized at the 4,000, if you don't want to talk about it, you just signal to me, say you don't want to talk about it. And you have to work for the threshold. What is there to work at again? What is there to work on again? Maybe it's not the best channel for me to use, but me just, click a clarification. Look like she's still on the call, so me not getting anywhere at all. Or she want me. You hear that part? Yes, thank you very much. But I was saying, I don't know if you're here able to react to what I'm saying. The thing is, so you see the watch, the double, let me say double H. So sometimes you would see it go up, and another time. Let me answer the question. Sometimes we talk so much, you remember, and sometimes you see it. Yeah. So do I? Does one have to do live stream? Not that I'm against it because it makes me feel close to people. It makes me feel close to people. Granted, I'm telling you, if you like you're in the same room as me. I thought that so you don't have any more deadline to meet, like how we had to meet, um, reach the double H before 365 days. Oh, keep on doing the videos. I try to do it. But sometimes you see something, you tell her one thing this morning, and you go back and check it this evening. You will tell her something a little less. So what could cause it to drop little and sometimes pick up again? Is it when the videos are not rolling in as fast enough? So or they want to upload videos every day. Because I uploaded two little videos, two or three earlier this week, and then I look, everything looked good. But I know sometimes you will see, sometimes drop off of the views to the time drop off of the double H. So me say, what if you keep dropping, and you go below? What is that saying? When it goes below, I mean, you don't want to go back to the 4, so you have to always keep it above the 4. I'm doing, but I'm just, sometimes I see the double H kind of drop, and then, and the views kind of, sometimes they alternate, then they pick up back, up. So I say, when it drop, me kind of vex. I say, but where this come from? Why it, no, what I'm trying to say is, there are, we'll see, there are times you see a double H make a dip, then it pick up again. And likewise, the views may make a dip, then pick up. So you're wondering if sometimes if it dip and how much you have to reach 5,000-6,000 to clear the 4,000. I don't know if I'm not putting the question properly. Maybe this way, really, All right. The Lord will help me. Maybe if I'm speaking to you directly, I'll probably understand. But if you type the thing, kind of, you know. I still like doing the live, honestly. But I'm told that I have to do more videos. So, sometimes I not even know what to do. Say. But them say it's best to do videos. And the live streams to me are easier. But one has to do what they got to do. But I thought they were going to be like another 1,000 or 2,000 for you to work towards. So I thought that's why I say I wanted a little clarification because I wouldn't want to be knowing that I'm out there working and the next thing they have a deadline and then I didn't know when the deadline come and me get caught in the net. So guys, I'm thankful for what I got so far. I'm very thankful. So Brother JB, Sister G, Sister T at the back, and all the other persons. Brother Juba must be sleeping right now. I think he's sleeping. I don't know why I get so much energy. I got a good rest last night. I know whenever I incorporate honey, though the honey up here different from the one back home. Do I incorporate honey in my diet? No. Boy, let me tell you, you see when you touch the pillow, hmm, it just knock you out. And Supran came and left. And I'm thankful that the Lord inspired me with this little topic to talk about tonight. Not that I had planned it. And when I thought of it, I said, Lord, how am I going to Zonas as well and go on a road trip? I didn't know how I was going to execute it. And by the time we start the thing, there was an Esther. There was Brother Juba walking through. And I said, my God, is that the pastor is at church preaching? And there comes the person who pastor work. And the pastor said, Lord Jesus, do I need to change the sermon? I don't want this person to think I'm preaching on him. So pastor is a bit startled, trying to see what to do. Sometimes when they're preaching to it's not that they're picking on anybody, but they just come and bounce on the person. And the person might say, oh, pastor preaching on me today. All right. So I thank you guys for coming on to share with Auntie D. Auntie D look forward to your company. We may not. Yes, Tetla, that's why I come back to see your comment. I know you're going to put a comment. Yes, it's bedtime. You see, Tetla, it's when you tell me that, I know, so you don't be too tired. All right, you see, brother, be quiet. All right, have a great evening and get good rest and rest well. Bye, guys. And for those who are in the bushes, in the garden, enjoy the view. Thank you for being there. And those who have liked the chat and gone, never get a chance to return, busy wherever they are, I still thank you. So I thank everybody who made this little chat possible. Remember, we are here to be our brother's keeper and to help each other along the way. So the one we help today, maybe will not be that same one to help us tomorrow. So let us help and do what we can do to help to make others have a brighter day or a brighter night, whatever it is. Remember, peace and love are the two words that Auntie D talks about. So peace, Sister G, and love. And everybody have a great night rest. Bye.